Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back.
After spending a few days with the Huawei Mate 70 Air, I finally figured out exactly who this phone is meant for. How thin is it really? And can it actually work as your primary device? Even though it carries the Air name, it still includes a SIM card slot, supports dual SIMs, packs a 6500 mAh battery, has 3 cameras plus a red tinted lens, and even comes with dual speakers. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. To understand where it stands, I lined it up with older Mate models. Mate 7, Mate 10, Mate 30 Pro, Mate 40 Pro Plus, Mate 50 Pro, Mate 60 Pro Plus, and of course the latest Mate 70 Pro. If you remember the Mate S from back in the day, the one that made headlines for being super thin, this new Mate 70 Air goes even beyond that. At just 6.6 millimeter, it's slimmer than ever. And despite being so thin, it still sports a full glass back. Peel off the protective layer and you'll notice something surprising. It even supports IP68 and IP69 dust and water resistance. No compromises at all. But the Mate 70 Air isn't just thin, it's big. Really big. The display stretches all the way to 7 inches, and with a width of 81.5 millimeters, it definitely feels wide in the hand. Add that to its 208 grams weight, and no, it's not the lightest device around, but once you hold it with one hand, you'll actually feel quite pleased. The screen is larger, yet your wrist doesn't feel strained, and with two-handed use, it becomes even more comfortable thanks to the 18.8:9 aspect ratio. Watching short videos on such a tall display is honestly a treat. The Mate 70 Air fills the whole screen nicely. Even for landscape videos, while the black bars created by the aspect ratio are unavoidable, they're noticeably smaller here, giving you a bigger viewing area than usual. And those dual speakers, they make directional sound super clear. When footsteps move from left to right and back again, you can actually hear those tiny shifts in position. We're all used to the benefits of stereo speakers, and this phone does it well. For reading, the difference becomes even more obvious. Whether it's notes with text and images or a simple Weibo post, the Mate 70 Air shows more content at once. On an ebook page with the same font and formatting, you get around 3 extra lines of text. That adds up fast. The Mate 70 Air also supports the Huawei M Pen 3 through flash pairing. The stylus has a writing button, a smart button, and a space button. Pull the pen's tail and you activate space mode. In a meeting, you can point at the screen. Our goal for this year, financing. In 3 years, profitability. And in 5 years, going public. Hold the space button and a red cursor appears. Press the lower button to flip to the next page. This is our budget, and remember, this is our target. It's surprisingly intuitive. You can even switch between apps like TikTok and novel reading using the space gestures. Up and down for remote page turns. Need to revise a document? First, exit space mode by pulling out the pen. Tap the stylus button and you'll see options like select all global annotations, comment extracts, and data. Choose global annotations. Highlight sections that need edits, adjust colors, and then share the PDF or the image with a colleague. Not sure what a specific chart means? Long press the smart button, circle the part you're confused about, and ask Xiaoyi directly. It will explain that the diagram shows the structure of edge intelligence, breaking down the deeper layers and the core concept clearly. Pretty convenient, honestly. This combination, a massive display paired with a capable stylus, really boosts productivity in the right situations. The pen even fits neatly in the storage box behind the Expert. So yes, the Mate 70 Air is incredibly thin, but it also doubles as a proper large screen productivity tool. But can it replace your main phone? Let's talk about 3 important features. First, the camera system. 3 lenses plus a Hongfeng primary color lens. It's a surprisingly high-end imaging setup for an Air model. In night shots at 1x, the difference in the darker regions is instantly noticeable. That's where the Mate 70 Air shines. In scenes with strong contrast, it not only controls highlights well, but also brightens and enhances details in the shadows. At 2x zoom, the clarity is better and noise is handled cleanly. At 3x, the telephoto looks crisp, even restoring the warm glow of light bouncing off paper. At 5x, the Mate 70 Air captures glossy textures and fine details right down to the text card on the side. The Hongfeng original color lens also gives you 2x portrait zoom, capturing natural colors exactly as your eyes see them. With 3x portrait zoom, You can shoot from the same distance, but get a dramatically different perspective. This trio of lenses plus the Hongfeng system is a major strength of the phone. But honestly, this is just the baseline of what a modern flagship should offer. The Mate 70 Air also brings back the pure 80s personalized color chart, which is extremely handy. The AI composition tools help you snap well-framed photos instantly. And then there's AI magic image shifting, turning a huge dog into a teeny tiny one with just one tap. It's fun and surprisingly effective. Next, let's talk about battery life, because this part really surprised me. Playing Honor of Kings for 30 minutes only took about 8% of the battery. Half an hour of scrolling through TikTok used just 3%. Listening to music while browsing Taobao drained around 5%, and recording a 30-minute video also took 5%. After a full 3-hour test session, the phone still had 73% left. Stretch that to 5 hours and there was still 46% remaining. Honestly, this is right up there with regular flagship performance, actually better than some of them. The only thing missing is wireless charging. The third thing, why am I talking about Signal instead of eSIM? Simple. The Mate 70 Air has a physical SIM slot, so using dual SIMs is no problem at all. But let me show you what I've been dealing with. Ever since I switched my iPhone Air to eSIM, every night when I pull into my underground parking garage, this is what happens. The signal just disappears. The phone starts searching, but nothing comes back. Meanwhile, the Huawei still shows a full signal bar. And this isn't just weak signal, this is completely unusable. No calls, no mobile data, no messages, you're basically unreachable. Let me test it again. Earlier, even in the elevator, the Huawei still had signal. Oh look, there it is. In that split second, you can see the difference. Yet the Mate 70 Air keeps steady coverage, and it even supports two-way WeChat messaging. For something labeled Air, that's pretty impressive. And now the big question everyone has been asking, the processor. Huawei doesn't hide it, Kirin 9020B. But honestly, I think people care more about the HarmonyOS experience than raw performance numbers. The Mate 70 Air runs HarmonyOS 5.1 and can be upgraded to HarmonyOS 6 in the future. Let me show you two real examples. First, WeChat. Everyone uses this daily. When you're scrolling through Moments and someone messages you, you can open it in a half-screen view, just like on iOS. You reply in the bottom area without losing sight of the top half. Android still doesn't have this. Next is the camera. HarmonyOS lets you choose focal lengths that behave just like the system camera, and when you've taken a photo, the app pulls in only that freshly captured image. The clarity you get here is better than what you usually see from Android or iOS apps. On the homepage of apps like deals and restaurant rankings, everything looks familiar, very similar to iOS and Android. But when you go into a store's details, I never understood why iOS gives you two favorite buttons. What's the point? HarmonyOS replaces that area with a note you can edit directly inside the store's page. Over time, HarmonyOS apps have gotten significantly better. New apps and features roll out continuously, and at this point, it's very capable of being a daily driver system. And yes, the Mate 70 Air itself can absolutely work as your main phone. To me, the Mate 70 Air is perfect for users who want a huge display without having to deal with a bulky device. Traditionally, large-screen flagships have always been thick and heavy. That's just how it was. But who decided lightweight phones must only be small? Huawei is trying to break that old rule with the Mate 70 Air. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.